Monday Night Raw is in Cleveland, Ohio tonight, and there's not going to be any Miz tonight because he's off filming the Marine 6 or whatever. And the show, it's going to be headlined by the main event, which is Braun Strowman and Kane, in a number one contenders match to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Universal Championship. I'm not happy this is made. I don't understand this. I don't want to see Braun Strowman lose to Brock Lesnar again. We all know where the road ends. We all know this is going to be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns WrestleMania. Roman Reigns, his coronation ceremony, his fourth consecutive coronation ceremony, and the main event of WrestleMania, and the fans, the whole Superdome booing. It's going to be the complete opposite of WrestleMania 30. WrestleMania 34 is going to be like people booing everything out of the building in the main event, but that's what they want to do. So they're going to have to sacrifice Braun again because they don't believe Finn Balor's over, but that's what it is. Don't care to see that. I kind of wish Kane would win so Braun doesn't have to lose again to Brock, because I think that would hurt him a lot because he has a lot of momentum right now, despite the first loss to Brock, which was a shit match. Anyway, Samoa Joe is out right now. He's this segment, he's talking about the Shield, and I missed a lot of it, but Ambrose came out, and I missed some of it, actually, unfortunately. Sorry for my not doing my job, but what happened was, at the end, I saw Sheamus, Cesaro, and Samoa Joe all beat the shit out of the Shield, so that's how I guess the segment ended. I guess we're getting individual matches tonight. I think we're going to get Seth Rollins and Sheamus. I think we're going to get Roman Reigns and Cesaro, and I think we're going to get Ambrose and Joe, so I mean, it's a throwaway show. This is WWE in a dead season. This is Christmas season. Nobody cares about wrestling during Christmas season. People are with their families. They're getting off work. Kids are getting off school. And it's still almost 6 weeks before a Rumble, so you can't start that build at all. So just kind of in between just a slow period. It's like the summer. It's just nothing's going to happen for the next while until football season ends, and we're getting closer to the Rumble, and we're just going to be in a death season for a while now. Alright, so up next you have a tag match. It's Absolution against Mickie James and Bayley, but before the match, you had Sasha Banks come out and with Bayley's music, and they kind of made the focus about Sasha, even though, I mean, she's completely overshadows the other two. She's a much bigger star, but they made this whole thing about Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. They had a match in Abu Dhabi, which was the first ever women's match in the history of Abu Dhabi, and they had to wear basically nightgowns. Of course, it's funny. Women's empowerment, breaking down barriers, yet it goes to a country that's the most oppressive country in the world to women. I'm not being, people can say you're being racist or Islamophobic. I'm just telling it like it is. Some of the most oppressive countries in the world towards women, and yet we have to hear Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks break down barriers. And, you guys know those are like my two favorite women on the roster. And I'm just saying, this is just terrible. I mean, they couldn't even wear the ringer. Why can't they wear the ringer? It's not like they have to wear completely cover their body. Sasha Banks is dressed as like Power Ranger. Alexa Bliss looks like she's wearing her t-shirt, 3 t-shirts on. I mean, she shows a body part to fucking sentence her to death, and it's so oppressive to women, and I don't know. It's whatever. I guess it was a cool moment. I know Sasha was crying, and they got ESPN coverage. I mean, it's fine. I guess the two of them don't like each other in real life, but they're getting, the two of them are their names, Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, break down barriers, first make history together. Well, I guess, I don't know. I just kind of wish. Can you imagine if, how do you know, in a country like that, with the terrorism, those extremists, what if they, try to kill the two of them? I think it kind of put them in danger a bit. I know there's security, just I kind of think, man, there's so many extremists there with ISIS. Whatever. I'll stop with that. Tag match is up next, Absolution against the two. So it's Paige and Mandy Rose, they get the win. Yeah. They haven't mentioned Alexa Bliss. Where the fuck is Alexa Bliss? She's been on TV in the last month. She's probably been on TV for a grand total of 5 minutes. She's never on TV. Does she do anything anymore? What do they have for her? She's just probably gonna lose the belt, I guess, to Paige. I assume for sure she's losing the belt to Paige. I mean, she's completely irrelevant. You don't even know she's a champ. So we get another cool segment. You have Bray Wyatt on the Titantron. Him and Matt Hardy are going back and forth. It's Broken Matt. This is awesome. Love Broken Matt. Going back and forth. I just wish that they'd do the Broken Universe. They'd go to the Hardys compound. They'd show Matt and Jeff, or Broken Matt and Brother Nero, having like a match at the compound. The final deletion. We get to see Vanguard 1 and Rebby Sky and Matt's father, or his father-in-law, and King Maxwell. I wish we get to see that all, but stuff with Bray. I'm afraid Bray's probably going to win, but Woken Matt Hardy is really cool. So Enzo's backstage at Drew Gulak, and they're talking. He's making fun of Enzo for Nia Jax. I guess, this thing's going to be terrible. Enzo and Nia. Man, they killed Nia. She could have been a star. It's just, no. Maybe it could be like an Eddie Guerrero in China kind of thing, but I don't see them pulling it off. He had Finn Balor destroy Curtis Axel. He had The Miz Taraj is out without The Miz, obviously. Thankfully, I don't have to see the fucking Miz for a while. I know people like him. It's just, I don't care to see him anymore. I'm just sick of seeing him on my screen. They go to a backstage segment with Kane. It's just, oh my God. It's 50-year-old Glenn Jacobs, Mayor Glenn with a damn wig and a mask, a goofy Halloween, cheap $2 Halloween mask and a wig that keeps falling off. But one thing I do, I kind of like Kane as a politician. I follow Mayor Glenn. I think he's a good guy, and I would vote for him for sure, but I don't know. Please, no more Kane. So Seth Rollins and Sheamus is next. I'm assuming all three Shield guys are winning. We know Reigns is going to beat Cesaro, but it's Rollins and Sheamus. Not a bad match. Rollins gets the win. There were some rumors that Sheamus is retiring. I wish that was true, but probably not going to happen. But, we can all hope and pray. I'm so sick of seeing that guy. I don't want to see that guy on my television screen anymore. That guy sucks. We go to an Ambrose segment. Now we have a tag team cruiserweight match. Yeah, it's a cruiserweight tag team. No one cares, obviously. Who wants to see the cruiserweights? So Cedric Alexander wins. Funny when I think about cruiserweights, one of the biggest news stories of the week happened. I should talk about this. This is a big story. So Rich Swann, cruiserweight and WWE former cruiserweight champion, he was released this past week due to an incident with his girlfriend or or his wife, actually. There was supposed some kind of domestic assault he was accused of, and he's on temporarily suspended. Suspended indefinitely, What that means is I don't expect to see him back until he's cleared of this. This was a similar thing happened with Adam Rose. I don't think they really have a domestic violence policy, but Adam Rose ended up getting released. This happened a couple of years ago, actually. So this is, I guess, another situation similar to that. We'll see what happens with Rich Swann. I wish him and his wife nothing but the best. So Roman Reigns versus Cesaro is up next. I wonder who's going to win this match. Yeah, Cesaro kept using the crossface. They're having a good match. Roman Reigns is saying, I'm the best wrestler in the world. Yeah, right. But when he's in, he can have good matches. As much as I don't like Reigns, you cannot deny he's a good wrestler. He has good matches. Even though he's in there with great wrestlers, he's not really the guy to carry shitty wrestlers to good matches. But when he's in there with a good wrestler, you can have a great match. Match is good. So you knew Reigns was going to win. But a solid match. Reigns gets the win. I guess the final match is Joe and Ambrose. So Shield's up 2-0. I wonder who's going to take the fall for the Shield. I wonder. So they're doing Asuka and Alicia Fox. Ugh. Why? Anyway, you had Braun Strowman saying he's going to destroy Kane. Maybe he destroys him and gets rid of him for a while. This guy can go away. So Asuka and Alicia don't have a match. Asuka's out, then Paige and Absolution comes out. And I just think to myself, this is such a shitty team. They're horrible. I'm so sick of them. And it's the same thing every week. I think Paige is boring as hell now. Mandy Rose is so horrible on this role. She's just a model. She can't be like a badass. She poses like a model, walks like a model. Daria fits in, but she's horrible. She's horrible on the mic. Not ready at all. She has a good look because she looks like someone who'd be in this kind of group. But Mandy Rose is too attractive. It's like too much of a model be here. And He beat down Asuka, and then someone's making the save, and they already made Asuka weak. But here comes Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks' music hits, and all the other women follow her. It's like all the heels and all the faces have been feuding with each other since like WrestleMania, like Sasha and Bayley and Nia and Alexa Bliss and Mickey James. All of them who hated each other for the last 6-7 months are all together to fight Absolution. They all beat them up. Alexa Bliss comes out. She doesn't have the belt. She looks like such an afterthought here. She comes out with Sasha's music with all the other girls. Anyway, I guess she's face now. I think it's gonna be something like Sasha and Alexa and Asuka. I think you'll see that against Absolution, probably the next tag match. I assume something like that. That's what they'd probably build to, because those are the only really starters there. But yeah, they all beat him up. Samoa Joe and Dean Ambrose is next, and Jason Jordan's talking to Kurt Angle before the show. He's going to interfere in the match. He sucks. So Jason Jordan's sitting at ringside. They have this long match, actually. Match was fine, just they kept interfering with Jordan. I liked how each of them beat the shit out of Jason Jordan. That was cool. Joe beats him up, and Joe gets the win. Ambrose had Joe beat, but, Jordan interfered, and he gets choked out, and Ambrose gets choked out, so Joe gets the win. They're building Joe up. I think he's probably going to beat Reigns for the belt. I assume maybe that's the match at the Rumble, and Reigns will probably come out and win the Rumble with our luck. But I think Joe's going to get the belt from Reigns, because Reigns has to lose to someone. It may as well. Who else would he lose it to besides Joe? Maybe it's Joe and Balor at WrestleMania for the IC title. So there's actually a kind of a funny backstage segment. I guess the Titus Worldwide brand with Titus and Apollo Crews now has a new member, and it is none other than Dana Brooke. So Dana Brooke has been blacked. It was funny as they're talking to hear Braun Strowman just do that loud growl, and he walks in the ring, and it's Strowman and Kane in the main event next. Wonder faces Brock at the Rumble. So they had a basic standard match. It was a standard big man match in WWE. It's a Kane match you've seen a million times with another monster. So what happens is the match ends. They're at the end. They go to the barricade. Braun Strowman spears Kane through the barricade, so both guys are counted out. So no one's going to face Brock at the Rumble. It's a double count out. The show ends. So I guess, unfortunately, what we're going to see is a triple threat match at the Royal Rumble. I guess you're getting Kane, Braun, and Brock in a triple threat. I'm fine with that. I mean, at least Kane will get pinned. Brock will pin Kane. Braun doesn't lose again. That's your match, and it's Brock and Roman at WrestleMania, so I guess it's a triple threat. That's how I see this one going. But Raw was not bad. It was a kind of filler show tonight. It wasn't horrible. He had some decent matches. It was easy to watch. There was nothing going on, just a filler show, but not horrible. I think it was better than the last few weeks for sure.